Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. So we are going to be doing a new series of videos on my channel, and that is going to be my Vizmedia and my Webtoons TBR. All of these videos will be timestamped with the platform on which I am talking about. So if it is Vizmedia, which is manga, comics, etc. If you are interested in my Webtoons TBR, you can skip to that part. So if you are not familiar with the two platforms, Webtoons is more of like a indie platform for people to submit like web comics. One of my favorite web comics, Lore Olympus, comes from Webtoons. And then we also have Vizmedia, which has mangas and things like that. And Vizmedia has a subscription service for, I think it's $2 a month, and you can read basically an unlimited amount of manga chapters. You have to pay for the volumes, but the chapters, for the majority of them, are free unless it's like more popular mangas or animes. I'm not going to go through my entire library for Vizmedia because I do have quite a few that I want to get to. Watched some of the animes for this, so I know the storylines, or I've read several of the volumes in the series thus far, so I am not going to be starting from the beginning, but I will just give you a synopsis of what they are. So the first manga series that I have on my Vizmedia TBR is Black Clover. This is about Asta, who seemingly has no magical powers in this world of all magical users. His big goal is to become the next wizard king, and he needs the help of his fellow mages from the Black Bulls to do so. So next up I have Blue Exorcist. So this is about Ren, who discovers that he has a twin brother and they are both the sons of Satan. He is born from a human woman and is the inheritor of Satan's powers. And when Satan kills their guardian, Ren enrolls at the True Cross Academy to become an exorcist under his brother's tutelage in order to defeat his father, Satan. Then we have Blue Flag. This is a manga series following several high school relationships. I've only read one volume of this, but I've heard it is like a queer quadrangle situation. I've heard good things about it. Next up, we have Bone Collection. So this is about a young boy named Kazumi who is from a family of exorcists, but he is a talentless exorcist. He has no abilities, and he has the power of the Yuka spell, a skill that temporarily utilizes any power, but he's been banned by the Exorcist Society for using it in the wrong way. And then one day he stumbles across a strange but cute girl, and in an attempt to protect her, he is faced with a little choice and uses the forbidden spell to borrow her power. With overwhelming strength, he dispatches the foe with ease and learns that she is actually an SSS class exorcist. Having grown tired with the exorcist world, she has always wished to become human, something that may be possible with his ability. Thus, she makes a deal with him. If he uses the spell to help turn her human, she will marry him. Going along with the arrangement, he can finally become a powerful exorcist who can protect people, but in turn, he must keep his uneasy relationship with her a secret from prying eyes of the exorcist. Next up, we have Boys Over Flowers, and this is about a girl who is from a poor family, and she attends a super elite school for the super rich, where life has become intertwined with the F4, the ruling boys of the school, in a whirlwind of love and confusion. We have Chainsaw Man. The story is set in a world where devils are born from human fears. Devils are usually dangerous and malevolent, their power proportionate to the fear they incite. However, humans can form contracts with them to use their powers, and there are individuals specializing in hunting and employing them called devil hunters. Devils originate from hell and exist in a cycle between earth and hell. They migrate to earth when killed in hell, and vice versa. Dwelling in hell are extremely powerful devils called primal fears, which have never been killed. Transit between planes appears to be overseen by the hell devil. A devil may, in certain conditions, inhabit the body of a dead human, gaining some of their personalities, such as a creature, which are called fiends. Devils who naturally have a humanoid form are said to be benevolent to humans. The events of the story take place in 1997 in an alternate timeline where the Soviet Union still exists, and many events such as the Holocaust appear to not have occurred. Then we have D. Gray Man, and this is set in an alternate 19th century, and it follows Alan Walker, who joins an organization of exorcists named the Black Order, and they use an ancient substance to combat a man known as Millennium Earl and his demonic army, who intend to destroy humanity. So then we have Dr. Stone, and this is basically about a group of people who have woken up and all of humanity has been frozen in stone, and they have to find out a way to unfreeze everybody, but this kind of begs the question of who gets to choose who lives and who stays a stone. And then we have Guardian of the Witch, and it says, in a world full of evils, humanity's only hope is the inhuman power of witches. The city of Bern is on the front line of the demons, and there to protect it is the witch Manasfa and the kingdom's strongest knight, Fefner. And what cruel fates await these two? A dark fantasy story featuring witches and knights begin now. Then we have Jinu Tyson, Zodiac War. In a city of 500,000 people who have all been removed, 12 of the deadliest mercenary warriors with the names of the attributes of the Chinese zodiac animals are pitted against each other in the 12th Zodiac Tournament, which takes place every 12 years. During this rendition, each warrior is asked to swallow one of the 12 crystallized poison jewels known as beast gems, which will kill each of the warriors after 12 hours. To be granted any one wish of their choosing, the winner must retrieve all of the crystals from the other 11 competitors before the deadline. It becomes a merciless battle where survival is crucial at any means. We have Love Rush, which is Raiji was born with the rare Umbermill gene. Now all the girls, human or not, are after him. We have Seraph of the End, and this is in a post-apocalyptic world of vampires versus humans, and it's about the humans' revenge on vampire overlords. We have Spy X Family, which is basically about a fake family. When a spy needs someone to pose as a fake family to infiltrate a school, he gets a wife and a kid that have their own secrets to tell. And then we also have Time Killers, which is a short story collection. It's written by the creator of Blue Exorcist. And then the last one that I have on my list is Undead Unluck, which seems to be about an unlucky girl who meets an undead guy. And then we'll go over my Webtoon TBR. So the first one that we have is Sweet Lime. Soulmate is a special existence in the world. If someone is your soulmate, that means you two are born to love each other. Chris is a bright young man who wants to find his soulmate, but his partner does not show any interest in having a romantic relationship. What happened to make him like this? What should Chris do to make his partner's heart flutter? We have Safe as Houses. Yunji wakes up from a coma, only to find out that zombies have taken over the entire country. With the help of a mysterious guy, she goes on a dangerous mission to save her siblings, whom she believes to be still waiting for her at home. We have Get Schooled. It says Hyujin Na's teaching techniques are pretty violent for someone who works in the Ministry of Education. That being said, when punishment doesn't seem to work on even the worst of school bullies, there is no better man for the job. Sometimes you can't get a good education until the bullies are taught a lesson. We have Castle Swimmer, and it says, what happens when your entire life is ruled by a prophecy? Your future foretold by people you've never met who died long before you were born. Such is the story of two young sea creatures. One believed to be a guiding light for his people, a beacon who will lead them to a bright, prosperous future. The other is a teenage prince whose destiny is to kill the beacon so that his own people might thrive. When both reject the course set for them, it leads to an adventure as big and unpredictable as the ocean itself, and a romance that nobody could have predicted. We have The Lady in Red, which is a thriller romance. Searching for a girl taken by a serial killer will never be easy for Ian, the older brother, and Jeremiah, the police captain. Their search is assisted by Patchy, a pretty maid who works at Winter Keep Hotel. Will the men find the missing girl and save the day, or will they find something else in the hotel, like secret and love? Like Wind on a Dry Branch. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can pull this up for you. Okay, well, you can see my ring light. You can't see the art, but the back art looks gorgeous. As a plague and turmoil affect the empire, enchanting widow Rita Tristi finds herself at the mercy of malicious noblemen and his dying wish to have her buried alive beside his corpse. The plague has taken her husband, slave traders have taken her young child, and now her life is at risk, until an unexpected visit from the Emperor's outcast prince changes everything. We have The Hunt. Avery and Reese rekindle their middle school hobby of hunting for ghosts in their senior year of college. Avery wants to join the super elite paranormal investigators club, Ghost Encounters Inc., while Reese is as skeptical as he is adverse to full moons. Slowly but surely, they uncover the haunting secrets of their local abandoned asylum, as well as their feelings for one another. We have Boyfriends, a comic about getting yourself a boyfriend or multiple boyfriends. Four college students begin a polyamorous relationship and navigate the adventure that is their dating life. We have Uni, I Like You. Park is a cold-looking athletics freshman who remembers her past life. In past life, she loved the beautiful girl but couldn't confess to her because the girl was already in love with a man, and her life ended early and tragically. In this life, Park thinks that everything will happen again, so she wants to protect her beloved one. But now her beloved one is a teacher at the university where she is studying. So I guess it's like maybe a Groundhog Day situation. We have Homesick, and it says, Rain woke up with no memories of the apocalypse. Samuel is just a delinquent who happened to find Rain at the rooftop. They both end up making a deal in order to survive in a world where cannibalistic monsters roam. We have Let's Play. She's young and single and about to achieve her dream of creating incredible video games. But then life throws her a 1-2 punch. A popular streamer gives her first game a scathing review. Even worse, she finds out that same troublesome critic is now her new neighbor. A funny, sexy, and all too real story about gaming, memes, and social anxiety. Lawless. Sarah is a tough girl who prides herself for being independent. One day, after fending off several boys harassing her in the street, she meets Elios, a blind man her age. She is immediately charmed by him, though he maintains an air of mystery. Has Sarah met her first love? Is everything what it seems? I Am the Villain. A workaholic girl gets transported into the novel her best friend wrote and gets mistaken for the novel's villainess. Why does she look exactly like her? Why is she here? More importantly, how is she going to avoid the drama and live a normal life? We have Crushed. After a brutal assault, Carter's life falls apart. But what kind of hockey player would he be if he couldn't deal with a bit of violence? For a new team, it goes back to the ice rink and back in the closet. All of Us Are Dead. This is a thriller. Life at Hyacinth High School is nothing special until the students realize they're in ground zero of a deadly virus that turns its victims into flesh-eating monsters. As the virus tears through their schoolmates in a matter of hours, they realize they have nowhere to run. Trapped in their high school with zombified versions of their friends and teachers, they find a way to fight and escape with their lives. And then last one. After discovering a hidden chamber inside her uncle's house, Evangeline Griffin accidentally awakes an ancient being who calls himself Vernon. Bind by the contract, Eva unwillingly accepts Vernon being her guardian as she starts her new life in the countryside. So that is my Webtoons TBR. Some of the Webtoons are currently finished. Some of them are still going and get updated every week. Those are ones that I will continue to read, but leave your comments down below on any of the ones that I mentioned in this video. If you'd be interested in a wrap-up as well, separate from my monthly TBRs, I would love to know. My plan was to just update the TBR video in the beginning of the video with like the ones that I read over the month. Or if you want to see me do a vlog, I can do that too. Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one.